Evening. How are you? So honestly speaking, today I did not feel like actually designing anything, right? I was just down a few minutes ago or an hour ago, right? I was just down here on the computer just browsing movies, went on bed, just started watching movies, and I didn't feel like doing anything. So, I was just scrolling to through Instagram, right? Then I saw Jeff Goggins again.
Get back to fucking work. It's time to get back to work. Do you want to be a bitch today?
The champ actually shouting. I said, dude, I was just whatever, man. I saw the watch is charged. I said, oh, okay, let me grab my shoes. Oh, let me wear a trouser and let me grab my headphones. Say, let me just run maybe 2 kilometers. And I ended up actually running and walking for 5 kilometers. Then my mood just changed, man. Like now I'm back, I'm home, I've done some stretches, took a bath, now I'm drinking water, now I'm back to the computer. And this is what I was saying earlier. But well, let's just dive in on the computer. So what I'm going to be doing, right? I'm just gonna do something simple, right? So that at least I show up for today and there's nothing much to be actually what to focus on, since originally I didn't feel like doing it. So I'm gonna go on the care website, right? But then today I'm just gonna work on the frequently asked questions, right? So I'm just gonna edit this section, and everything is actually inside the platform, which can actually use and do the designs, right? So I'm gonna go down, right? Is either I'm gonna use the same section or I'm gonna create a different section with the same background style, right? So what I can do actually is going here, then I can actually copy the same style, right? Or copy this one, the style which I've actually used earlier, copy, and then I'm gonna actually now create a new section. So this is a flex box, right? It will be just going down. Then come here, paste style, so that I get the colors and everything here. So for the frequently asked questions, right, I'm just going to add another container, right, and I'm just going to duplicate them, right, so that I've got my way around things. So this is the container which will be actually containing what the frequently asked questions. Yep. And so what I'm going to do is go here looking for our coding. So I'm going to try with this one, right, and I'm going to paste it here. Then now we'll be able to actually give a title and actually drag a text box in here. Or let me just say what text editor which contains the paragraph etc. With so the first one I'm just gonna grab it right from the frequently asked questions which I've actually drafted below. And so the first one will be like here. I'm gonna click here, the first item, then I'm gonna replace the information and say how long does it take to receive my CV. Then I'm gonna come here, right? Then I'm gonna put the answer, right? Which normally I give people to say so sometimes within a day, but let me just put this one. And then we've got our first what frequently asked questions. Then I can delete these ones if I want, right? For example, and I can duplicate this one so that at least what we've done here is applied everywhere, right? So the only thing what it takes for me to actually edit the information here, right, is just clicking and editing the title. So the next title is what file formats will I receive, right? And then I'm gonna come here, paste it, and I'm gonna take another information here which I want to actually put in the container inside. Then I'm gonna come and replace, right? Then I'm gonna make comma etc. So what the other thing which I actually want to work on is actually using the same text font, and it's almost not the same size but font. So if I'm gonna click here, right, I'm gonna go under style, right, then I'm gonna go under the header. So I can actually choose to use the same font by just saying what Poppins. Then I want Poppins to be, let's say of, let's say, is what? Let's say 16. Then the inside one, I want to do the same thing. Come here, go here, now edit pop-ins, right? Then after actually adding pop-ins, maybe I'm going to put 14 inside, just like that, which is going to be, this is going to be applied everywhere, right? Across this. Then if I want, I can actually make this a bit bold. If I want, go under header, right? Come here, weight, maybe say semi bold, which is a lot. I don't want something, I need something which is actually comforting, right? Since the website seems to be a bit neat to my thinking, of course. Then now I'm gonna be adding what other frequently asked questions. So I've actually completed this section now, the frequently asked questions. Now I have to actually add some heading on here. So I'm gonna find a heading element. I'm gonna paste it here, right? I can actually duplicate if I want to actually add certain things which I want to add. And then, so for now, right, I've got some heading set aside, so which I can actually come here and now give a title that these are frequently asked questions, but the style here which is being used is not what I need. So I'm gonna reuse some of the things which I've actually did here by actually copying the style and coming here so that I've got the font etc. If I don't want, I can actually paste here, then I can actually look deep into it and see what did I use earlier. So Monsterite 32 bold, right? Control Z, do the same, come here. Then I can actually pick what the font which I want to use, right? Remembering this is a experimental page which I run. So basically most of the things here, right, are just random fonts etc, because I'll be using different fonts for every different project which I'm experimenting with. So after having this, right, I can have a subheading, right? Either I can choose it to be smaller or actually bigger, right? So I'm gonna come here and paste the information, check the same contents here, then I'm gonna drop it here. Then I can actually temper around with fonts, right? Maybe I can make it 28 for now. Then maybe I can make this bolder if I want, etc. I can actually view and see how it looks on the mobile phone, right? Which is a bit large, right? So which is totally a bit large, of which I'm not comfortable with having these large titles, of which on a computer it will be fair and fine. So if I'm gonna maybe reduce this maybe to what, let's say 22, then I'm gonna make this extra bold, for example. Then maybe this I'm gonna leave it like that. Then I'm gonna publish and see how it looks, right? Refresh on this page, go below, and yeah, this is the frequently asked questions, and it's large, it's covering the whole space, and you have to look at this and stretch your eyes to the other point. If I'm looking on a different monitor, right, it's gonna be weird, right? So I need to decrease the container size. So which container size did I use here? So it's almost the same size. So I think I know where I've actually did some changes somewhere around. So in order for me to actually temper around, I'm gonna come here, right? Then I'm gonna say I'm gonna add what 12, let's say 12, 1280, right? Or I can make anything which I actually want. So to get the base for a container, I'm gonna say flexbox. Then I'm gonna say this is 1140. I'm gonna delete and I'm gonna do the same here, right? Because I'm experimenting, all of the things can be actually improved after I finish the website. Because right now the most important thing is actually layering the information on the site, etc. So yeah, now the frequently asked question section is fine. I can actually use the same style which I've actually used here. Right? Because it will make things better, a flow, and the same feeling. So I don't want this to be centered. I want it to be left aligned, which is fine. This is fine. Let's see how it looks on a tablet. On a tablet, I doubt it looks bad. It doesn't look bad. It looks okay. On the mobile phone, this is my most concern, right? So I'm actually gonna check here, right? Then I'm gonna just shorten this thing, right? Why am I using the FAQ, right? because at least it's readable to most people, and or the search engine will understand that, oh, this is a frequently asked question section, right? And yeah, oh geez, 38 is too big, 28 is too big. I want something to cover at least 2 lines. All right, so we end up being on 18. And the line height, I'm just gonna start at 1. I think 1.2 is what I've been using, but I want this to be actually extra bold, because at least, yeah, just like that. Now I've got my fonts etc, but I want to change things because we are viewing on a mobile phone. So I'm gonna come here, go under header, then I'm gonna go under typography and see, maybe we're using what, 16. Let's see if I put 14. Oh, that's 16 definitely. 14, which is bit okay. Inside, let me see. 14 is bit okay, right? So if I use both 14s, that'll be fine, which means it's been applied everywhere. So let me just scan through and see whether this frequently asked question is fine, and so for me to actually call it a frequently asked question section. So do I need anything else to add on the frequently asked question? As normally I do, because I actually add some sub description, right? Sometimes I edit a description, but should I add it or not? Let's see. If I add a description, right, that means I'm gonna remove either one of these, right, and leave one section, or I'm gonna leave it like that, because at least what do I need to actually go on to further explain what most people would actually understand, that these are actually questions which have been asked, etc. So we can see that we managed to actually do the frequently asked question section, and we can actually style these patterns because I want the colors which I'm using. So I'm gonna pick the color here, right? Hold on, let me go back. I'm gonna pick the color from the text color. Then I'm gonna come on the what according. Then go under what let's see, content, which is fine. Interaction, so is fine. Style according, where do we find the color? So okay. Dude, I think when I was doing this before, I found it. So let's see. Icon size, icon color should be also here. I'm gonna put green because that's the color which we're actually using. Yep, that's fine, which is good. Do I need another what kind of style to use? Maybe not, or maybe yes. But so currently it just looks okay on most devices, right? And if I refresh it on my computer screen, it's fine. But I can see that this container is huge. So I'm gonna come on this container, and I'm gonna make things a bit centered, right? Come under layout, and I'm gonna remove this whole pixels, right? Let's see. So this is more like 170, right? So I'm gonna put it at least maybe 800 pixels height. And I'm gonna click publish, come here, refresh, and see how it goes. So that I want, yeah, now this is fine with me. I'm gonna check on the other screen, refresh, and now it's sitting at the bottom, which is fine, which means there's no extra information, etc. I just like how it is now. So I can actually inspect this and see how it might look on a mobile phone. So on the mobile phone, you see at the end of the website, this is just nice. For me, yeah, I can actually see it's nice, or we can actually close everything so that whenever a person reaches this point, right, they'll just click, or they'll just see one according open, which can be done in the settings by actually clicking on any of the titles, then what, going under what, content, and see where it says what, interaction, and you see where it says fixed expand, or we can actually say all closed or collapsed, just like that, right? Or we can actually give someone a clue that, oh, you can actually, this is the something in the boxes you might want to read. I'm gonna click what, publish. So yeah, I can say the frequently asked question section, I managed to do it. And now is our time to see what else we can work with. Maybe the packaging will be actually above here. And yeah, this is it. Cheers. Thank you for watching. This is Mbonisi.